ladies, it's Jamie. Thanks for watching. You have reached She's Everyday. She'sEveryday.com. You can check out my website. This video is about breakups. Are his friends influencing the breakup? Do you feel like you've been dating this guy, he's broken up with you or thinking about breaking up with you, and his friends are pushing him? How are they pushing him? Let's talk about that and what you can do about it. So the first point is maybe his friends are telling him to stay with you. You don't really know. You might think you know because you know his friends and you're like, oh, that friend just hates me. But let's say you are a great woman. You are a high value woman. You're classy. You respect him. You give him the breakup. You don't bug him. You don't blow up his phone. You don't send him long texts. You just say, hey, this breakup wasn't what I wanted, but I respect that it is what you want. I will let you have it. I will go my own way and give you that space. And if you are doing that, his friends may be saying, man, she's pretty chill about it. And if his friends told him, oh, dude, if you break up with her, she's going to go nuts. She's going to go crazy. Women always do. Because let's face it, his friends have probably went out with women that acted that way. They wouldn't accept the breakup. They stalked him. They talked to his friends. They blew up his phone. They just kind of swarmed around him like a gnat. They just were in his face. They showed up at places he was going to be. And so his friends are speaking from their perspective. And they assume that all women are like that. And let's be honest, a lot of women aren't. I have counseled a lot of women. They get into this emotional frenzy when they've been broken up with. They do go a little crazy. They don't accept the breakup real well. And as a result, they just pester this guy and push him farther and farther away. So his friends might be thinking that you're going to do that. So initially they're telling him, oh, this is going to be bad. It's going to be crazy. She's going to do this and this. You just need to break up with her now because that's what these kind of women do. Let's say maybe you're giving him a little pushback on this breakup initially. And so his friends are just blowing that up like it's huge. Now, if you are just now listening to this video and you are at this stage in the breakup, I am going to tell you, leave him alone. Give him the breakup gracefully and walk away. That's going to prove his friends wrong. And your ex is going to be thinking, you know, my friends were wrong about her. She's not bugging me. She's not pestering me. She's not blowing up that phone. She's actually just letting me walk away. And it appears that she's walking away and she's moving on with her life. So will his friends influence the breakup? Maybe they're telling him that you're going to be crazy and you turn the tables on them and you're not. So that shocks everyone. Or maybe you gave him the breakup gracefully in the beginning. You didn't bug him. And now these guys are saying, wow, she handled that really cool. My ex would never have handled it that way. So now you look even better. But let's look at the other side. Let's say your ex has buddies that are single and they want him to be single so they can all go out and run around together and they don't have to worry about answering to anyone or investing their time into someone else. They can just kind of be footloose and fancy free. And so these single buddies are saying, dude, break up with her, man. We can go to this, we can go fishing, we can go out to the bars, we can have so much fun. You should just break up with her. Girlfriends are a waste of time right now. Don't get so serious. Because his single friends want another single friend, or if it's just that one single friend. He really wants your ex to be single, and it's for selfish purposes because he's lonely and he wants somebody to help him not to be so lonely and go out and have a good time with. If that is the case, the best thing you can do, again, is do nothing. Give him the breakup in a polite way. You can give a little pushback in the beginning, but don't go crazy. Don't send him long texts. Just say, you know, this isn't what I wanted, but if this is what you want, I respect it. I thought there was something real here, or at least I was interested in finding out if we could go further in this relationship, but I understand that that's not what you want right now. If you ever do want something more intentional and purposeful with me, feel free to reach out. Maybe I'll be available, maybe I won't. Only God knows, LOL. And kind of you can text that to him. I call it the final reach out. Now you can say it in person. I like the text because it stays on his phone and he will read it and reread it over and over again in those lonely times, in the moments where him and his friend are not out having a good time and he's wishing he had someone to talk to in a real way. He's wanting someone to hold their hand and cuddle with, and just someone to text him, "Good morning, handsome." He's going to start missing that, and he will continue to reread this text. When you give him the breakup gracefully, you are not bugging him. You are not pestering him. Because if you do start going crazy at the texting and calling and emailing, his friend is going to say, "See, I told you she wouldn't give you the breakup. She doesn't respect you. She won't give you space. She won't give you time. That woman's crazy." He's going to prove that he's right. So anytime, ladies, you've been broken up with or you think this is about to happen, prep yourself, hide your emotions, especially in front of him. Don't give him everything. That's the one mistake that I see, is women will give a man all of her emotions. She tells him everything. She's so completely and bluntly honest. And I think that is a mistake, because don't give every part of yourself to this man. He doesn't even want to hold your hand right now. Why would you let him hold your emotions? He will just use them against you, or he gets a big ego trip off of knowing how much you want to stay with him. Just talk to your friends, talk to your mama, give them all your emotional baggage, and you tell this man, "That's fine. I respect the breakup. I will leave you alone." Then you go and you transform. You become the best version of yourself you can be. I call it transforming into a high value woman. I have 2 e-courses on my website, she'severyday.com. One website is called She's the One, how to be the one he can't live without, how to be the one he regrets losing. Another one is called She Heals, how to not only survive a breakup, but how to thrive after a breakup. Get one of those e-courses depending on what situation you are in. But there is a chapter in there called High Value Women, how you can transform to be the most amazing woman. You gotta understand that your ex, if he's broken up with you, he's not sworn off dating forever. He's not swearing off women forever. He just doesn't think you're the one. He has lost his attraction for you. He still wants to find someone eventually. And when he finds that right one, he'll commit. So how can you be the best woman out there? How can you be the one that he looks at and goes, "Wow, she's really become awesome. Why didn't I see this in her? No one else compares to her." That's what those e-courses teach you to do. Plus a lot of other tips on how to act during no contact, what to post during no contact, what to say and do when he reaches back out to you. They're $49. They're really just a guide. There are a few chapters you read through. I highly suggest you get one. So go to my website. I will link it in the description below. So once you give him the breakup gracefully, once you send him what I call a final reach out, you can find it on my e-course, and you go into no contact. And then you start transforming yourself into this amazing woman. He is going to regret the breakup. Ladies, I have been doing this for a while, and every woman who follows my advice, the men come back 100% of the time. Plus a bunch of other men come around, and then you have your pick of who you want to be with. Get one of those e-courses. Don't do it just to play games with this guy, and really don't do it just to get him back. Do it for you because you're worth it. There's just some added benefits that other people begin to notice. Ladies, I want to see you win. Do his friends influence the breakup? Yes, in some ways, but you can combat that because you are smarter than that, and you can turn the tables very quickly. God bless you guys. I will see you in the next video.